All right, shalom everyone, and peace of the Lord to all of you. Uh, Peace for those who love peace, and no peace for the wicked, the Lord said. I hope my voice coming good and clear. Please invite your friends and share the link in every platform you could if you care really for what we do. Our topic, as you see, the Quran. You know, the Quran supposedly is the book of so-called Allah. The Muslim, they say Allah is God and his book, and the only one is left from Allah. Allah wrote a lot of books. A lot of books. According to Muslims, Allah sent 124,000 messenger. For sure, everyone have a book. But Allah, He lost all His books. And that because Allah is not a good librarian, you know. He is careless, supposedly. This is what the Muslim says, I don't know. So, we will open our Discord, and I prefer if you guys stay here. You can park your name in Discord, but you know, or like in both, it's up to you. But you know, the more we get people, the more better in Rumble and in YouTube and in Discord. So we will call it, is the Quran the book of God? Prove it. Let us see if we will find any Muslim he would like to show us that the Quran is really the book of so-called Allah, aka God. Now, Allah for Muslims is a name of God, is not just a word, mean God, as sometimes the Muslims they try to present that to you, which is false. For them, it's a name, it's not a word mean God. Am I heard, guys, in Discord? Is my voice coming? Or all right, that's good. All right, invite your friends, and we welcome any Muslim would like to participate. And if you speak nice to us, we will be nicer to you. If you want to be rude, we will be way more rude. I promise you. So we welcome anyone who want to speak nice to us, and we wish that the Muslims can really share with us why they believe Allah is God, when in fact the Quran itself proved to us that Allah cannot be God. I mean, every chapter, every page in the Quran is telling us literally Allah is not God. And you know, you find that the Muslims, they are desperate to make like an argument that the Quran is the book of God. Like as an example, those two. One of them, I made him shish kebab long time ago, Nader Ahmed. And the other one is from Bangladesh. He ran away from me like a rabbit. Listen to what they say, how they prove to us that the Quran is the book of God. You will die laughing.
Then we can come right into the Quran and science, inshallah. So we can say to them that the Quran is a linguistic miracle.
The Quran is a linguistic miracle, but both of them don't speak Arabic. And imagine this God, according to them, he speaks good Arabic. That is the most funny argument, because first, the Quran is full of mistakes, and I can show the reference, and the proofs from the first-hand Muslims, Aisha herself, Umar himself, the Caliphate Uthman himself, all of them, they agree that the Quran is full of mistakes, Arabic mistakes. But let us think about it for a second. There's a lot of writers, author, who they wrote books, you know, I mean, they became famous for what? Because simply nobody is able to write books like them. Then they must be God, you know. So if I am a person who have a good language skills, you know what? I don't even have a good English skills. I wrote many books and they are in Amazon. I challenge Allah to write a book like mine. How stupid this argument is. Can Allah write books like my books? So the language miracle. If we go and check the so-called linguistic miracle, we will die laughing. Let me show you some example. And now what the Muslim they will say? Do they dare to say that Aisha is a liar or Aisha don't speak good Arabic? Let us see. Read with me and laugh. This is the official website of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. They call it kingdom, you know. The oil make it kingdom. So this is the chapter 4, verse 162, and this is the interpretation of this chapter, and this is the Baghawi. And we can show you from other sources, not necessarily this one. from Aisha, she said that in the Quran there is errors.
It was narrated on the authority of Aisha, may God be pleased with her, and Aban bin Uthman. It was a mistake in the book.
There was mistakes in the Quran. Now what they will say, are they going to say that Aisha is a liar and she don't speak good Arabic? Not only that, Aisha, she gave some examples of the mistakes of the Arabic language of the Quran. As an example, لكن الراسخون في العلم منهم. And then she continued here saying, quoting those phrases, all right, speaking about the mistakes of writing those phrases. But let us continue a little bit. There's errors in the writing of the Quran. Aisha, she said that it should be written وَالْمُقِيمُونَ الصَّلَاةِ. Aisha now is correcting the Quran, this verse. The verse here says وَالْمُقِيمِينَ الصَّلَاةِ. Aisha, she's saying this is wrong. It should be written وَالْمُقِيمُونَ الصَّلَاةِ. By the way, both of them, they are wrong, because it should say وَالْمُقِيمُونَ لِلْصَلَاةِ. But this will be not your topic because you don't speak Arabic. But just to show you how much the Muslims, they are living in a delusion against even their own books, their own scholars, Aisha, Uthman, the Caliphate, they say that those are wrong. And they are giving you just examples of how many wrong in the book. Do you see it? It's a mistake in the book. Now, for sure, here in the translation, it doesn't make too much difference when you translate, but those who speak Arabic, they will notice that the grammar and the writing is absolutely stupid. And then Aisha, she continued as an example saying, where the Quran says, إِنَّ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَالَّذِينَ هَادُوا وَالصَّابِئُونَ. Chapter Al-Ma'idah, chapter 5, verse number 62. And chapter Taha, verse number 63. Again, Aisha, she insists that this is an error in the writing. Those are wrong. You don't say it in such a way. And not only Aisha, she said that, even Uthman confirmed that. Look what Uthman, he said. He said the Quran is full of errors, but the Arab will fix it with their tongue.
Uthman said, there is a mistake in the Quran that the Arabs will correct with their tongues.
See? Who is going to correct the Quran? The Arab language is better than Allah language. This is Uthman, the one who collected the Quran for the Muslims. And here they are counting for you extra and more mistakes in the Quran as an example, not limited. All right. So when the Muslim, they say that the miraculous language of the Quran, we laugh. I mean, we just brought you Aisha, Uthman, the caliphates, the companions. All of them agree that the Quran full of mistakes. And the most obvious mistake in the Quran as a language, that the Quran could not explain itself. So imagine if I say to you, if I am trying to speak like, let us say, the language of Shakespeare, and I'm putting words together, but nobody knows what I'm saying. Is that a failure or a success? You know what I mean? If I am supposed to speak in eloquent language, and then nobody understands what I'm saying, is that a failure or a success? Let me show you that Muhammad, obviously, he considered it a failure. If we go in the hadith, let us close some pages for the Bible. I was reading some verses. We go to the hadith. Actually, I can go to the Quran. Hold on. The Quran even give us even easier answer for that. According to the Quran, the one who speak very eloquent language is shaitan. Can you believe it? Chapter 6, verse 112, that shayateens, devils, they speak with a very eloquent, adorned languages, high skills, linguistic speeches. Do you see it? Somebody in Discord saying, why kill the babies? They are innocent. European. Are you an atheist? European? Are you an atheist? Come, ask me the question so I understand what you are trying to say. Can you join us in the stage? Is that okay for you, or you will have a problem if you join in the stage? Your mom, she will not approve it. Okay, his mom, she did not approve it. It's okay, we will not force him. He is 40 years old, and his mom, she did not approve him to come and speak to me. 2 a.m. So what if 2 a.m.? As long you can be on, in Discord, people are talking, you can be here, speak for 2 minutes. Anyway, so when somebody says, why in the Bible it says you can kill babies? I don't know which story you are talking about, but let us assume. If you are talking about the flood, well, God, he gave life. God, he take life. This is not your life. God, he kill everybody every day. Millions of people die every day. You can call them innocent if you want. No problem. But God gave you life. God, he take it. In the case of war, the Jews themselves, the enemies, they came and they killed their children and they raped their women. So God allowed them to go after their enemy and to finish the war so the kids will not grow one day and come back after them and kill them again. Because this is what we see right now. The Israeli go after Hamas. Hamas member die. His son became 16. He carried the gun to seek revenge for his father. And then he killed a Jew. And then the Jew, he killed the son of the guy of Hamas, and etc. So this war will be in this. So they are evil, they are wicked, and they will never stop. And because they will never stop, their kids will never stop too. So the innocent child today is going to be a criminal tomorrow. God can see the future, which a human being cannot see. You can say a human being or a child is an innocent. This is true, but until he became a little bit bigger, he will not be innocent no more, and he want to kill you. And in the Quran we see that, as an example, chapter speaking about the story of Al-Khadr, where little boy who is a Muslim, but he, the prophet, he feared that when he grow, he will be rebellion to his parents. So what the prophet Al-Khadr he did, he slaughtered his throat. When they asked Muhammad about killing the infidels' children, he said they are from them. So I see a lot of hypocrisy when people they speak. And if you are an atheist, you kill babies every day. You approve abortion and you love it. But you don't say to yourself they are innocent. It is you who have sex, but you don't mind to ask your girlfriend who is sleeping with you like a whore to go and do surgery so that he can kill the baby. Right? We go back to our topic. So as you see here, Shaitan, he speak a very eloquent language, And Quran confirm that the adorned languages, speeches, is from the devil. And here you see the hypocrisy of the Muslims and the hypocrisy of Muhammad. How it is adorned and it is from the devil. As long this is the scenario, that means anything cannot be trusted, including the Quran. Because if the Muslim claim the Quran is adorned language, that means it must be from Shaitan. Especially the one who brought this Quran is not a trustworthy. His name is Muhammad. In fact, he changed his name to be Muhammad, the praised one. So here you see the failure of the Muslims to prove to us that the Quran is really the book of God. What is that? The language miracle. Hey Shabir Ali, Sabir Ahmad, do you speak Arabic? No. How you know the Quran have a language miracle?
That the Arabs of that time, they were challenged by Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Actually, they were challenged in the Quran that if they come together to produce the likeness of the Quran, they would never be able to do.
That is very funny. Because the Quran says the opposite. The Quran says, if we want, you can write like this. This is what the Arab saying. Not only that, the Arab, they made fun of Muhammad in his Quran. They said to him, this is nothing but the fairy tales of the old. The Arab, they were not astonished by the Quran. And imagine here, by the way, the history we are talking about is written by the Muslims, not by non-Muslims, which mean we are having always like the, let us say, the nicest story about Muhammad, not the truth. You know what I mean? Because all of this is written by Muslims about what happened. So look what the Quran is saying. Muhammad himself, he confirmed that the Arab, they laugh at the Quran and they say always that this Quran nothing but fairy tales. They were not embarrassed with it or amazed with it. They were just laughing at it. It is nothing but fairy tales of the man of old. In Arabic, actually, it says asatir. Asatir mean legends. I mean, I don't know why that. I missed to highlight that one letter. This is why the translation come in weird. Let us try again. Where is the translation? We're stupid. What Luxembourg? English. What happened here? All right. So this is what asatir mean.
Myths.
Legend, myth, fable. Do you see it? Was the Arab amazed by the Quran? So why did it not convert? Why Muhammad he have to go at war with them if the language by itself, if Allah trying to prove to them that this is very amazing. Secondly, not only here all of this, the Arab is making fun of the Quran. The Arab, they said in the Quran, if we want to write like this, we can write. Chapter 8, verse number 31. We heard this liar, Sabir Ahmad, saying that the Quran challenged the Arab and the Arab, they could not. But look what the Quran is saying. If we wish, we can say like this, but this is nothing but the tales of the ancient. It's just a stupid stories. Do you see it? Same time, as long they can, nobody can provide Quran like this, including the genie. So how Muhammad received satanic verses and Muhammad did not notice that this is from Shaitan? You know what I mean? Remember, nobody can make Quran like this. And then we find that Shaitan, he come to Muhammad, he gave him satanic verses, and Muhammad did not notice this. I thought nobody can make Quran. And how Muhammad did not notice that this is from Shaitan? Lord have mercy. Read and laugh. Not a single Muslim prophet, according to Islam, that Shaitan was not able to create revelation like it to him. So how nobody can make Quran, and then Allah will delete all the satanic verses from the Quran, which is Shaitan he throw, on the mouth of Muhammad. How Muhammad did not notice that this is not from God? If nobody can make Quran like the Quran of God, why Muhammad he thought for a second that this is the Quran of God when it is from Shaitan? Any Muhammadan? So do you see how those Abdul, they brag about something they don't have? It's like somebody is bald, bragging about how long his hair. This is how silly and how stupid they are. The Arab could not write a book like this. Hey, English people, can you write books like my books? You cannot. Even Allah cannot write book like my book, or any of my books. What a silly challenge.